Good day, I'm here to present my solution for the task of Somera. Uh, the task was to create a Spintax template CRUD operations application. With CRUD operations, I mean create, read, update, and delete operations. Here we have a form, an input field, and two buttons to create a simple Spintax template. Let's start by creating one. For instance, let's start by typing in an English pangram. As far as I know, one is quick, brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and let's insert quick. As we inserted it, you can see that it's right up there, and we can delete it by clicking the little X button right by it. Here we go, we deleted it too. Let's insert it again. Let's insert the second word. Now we can see that the quick brown are right after each other and there is no blank space between them. As we don't know where to put the blank space in an ordinary sentence, uh, programmatically, I mean, we leave it to the user to insert blank spaces anywhere he or she wants. And right here, when we want to insert a blank space between quick and brown, we don't need to delete brown and later insert it again. We just need to move the cursor up there between them. Let's do it. We did it, and as you can see, when we move the cursor, the input field automatically focused on itself. And now we can put a blank space in between. Here I put it, and I press enter, and the blank space is there. But the blank space is seen as an underscore. Why did I do it? Because a blank space is not something to be seen by an ordinary user. Sometimes we might miss it. So I replaced the blank spaces with underscores to make it more clear that there will be a space between quick and brown. Later we can continue by moving the cursor after brown. Moving the cursor after brown. We did it, and we can continue by inserting other words or even inserting blank space and the word. Here we have a space, and after that we have a word. Once we click enter, we can see that the space and folks, the word folks, are two different blocks, and we can delete each one of them. Now we can continue by inserting another blank space and inserting another word, another blank space, another word, and now we can put another blank space and there, continuing with this lazy and another blank space after lazy. We press enter, we can see that two blank spaces are placed right after and before the word lazy, and we can put dog and another dot right at the end of the sentence. Once we press enter, we can see that dog and the dot are separated into two different blocks. This is to make it clear that we can only put replacements for words and not the punctuations or blank spaces. We need to put replacements only for words. Therefore, when we come over the punctuations or blank spaces, we don't see any hovering, any more pop-ups or popovers on them, but we see popovers on words to insert new replacements. For instance, furthermore, we can move the words between inside the block 2, inside the sentence 2. Let's move jumps behind fonts so you can see it's working. We can move anyone to anywhere. Let's continue by putting them in their own places. One thing I want to mention that this drag and drop ability is totally customizable and totally self-made, as I have tried to work on simple JavaScript drag and drop. That was because there was simply no third-party plugin that supported multi-line drag and drop. Therefore, I only chose this to make sure that everything works smoothly. Let's continue by adding another line and seeing the difference. Line and seeing the difference. Okay, now we have two lines, and we can now move the forks after the difference, and we can see that it works on multi-line too. Let's put it back. Okay, there might be some little issues, but I believe that the application still needs some improvement. Now let's continue by adding some replacements for words. For instance, let's put a replacement for quick. We can put slow. Now we can see that we might, if we want, we can delete quick and slow, each one of them separately. We did it, and slow is alone now. Let's put quick back. Okay, now these two are kind of synonyms, and the Spintax algorithm will choose amongst them. Let's put another animal. Let's put a color before fox. Okay, here we are, brown, and then a blank space. Okay, now let's put it at the end again. Okay, let's put the replacement for brown, yellow, green, orange. Let's put the replacement for fox, cat, horse. Let's put the replacement for jumps, walks, crawls, dodges, for instance. Let's put the replacement for over, under, and lazy, active, for instance. And continue by saving the sentence with this button. Now, if we do that, we can see that the sentence as a template, as a Spintax template is added to the table. We can edit the sentence and put some blank spaces between these words too. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we can again save the sentence and see that there is some blank spaces, but another one is needed right before another. Okay, we put the blank space and save the sentence, and here it is. We have a clear sentence. Now, if we press the form sentence button, we will see an alert which will show us the different versions of our Spintax template. Quick brown horse walks over the brown lazy dog. The brown is together here. We need to put another blank space amongst them. Okay, we just did it. Now let's click again. Under the brown active dog, slow yellow horse jumps under the brown active dog. Again, here we go. Again, and this time it's crawls and quick and brown and active dog. Okay, now let's continue by resetting the editor. Folks, once we click the reset the editor button, it clears everything right up there. Also, once we click the delete button, the sentence will be deleted. But now I want to just show you the local storage functionality. Once I refresh the page, we can see that the sentence is still here, and even if we leave the page and come back later, let's put the URL here and leave the page and come back later, we can still see that sentence here. This is because I use local storage as a database for these sentences, and I can now edit the sentence too, add anything I want, add anything I want. Okay, and even I want to put a exclamation mark here. Okay, here it is. Save the sentence. Here we go. I didn't think I want. We can put another sentences too. Let's try one. There, another sentence. Save the sentence. Now, if we delete it, you can see that it's gone. If we refresh the page, it's still gone because it's deleted. It was deleted from the local storage too. Let's do another sentence. One last sentence. A little green bag. Let's put some other words as replacements. Table, chair, little, huge, green, orange, a, and okay, now if we save the sentence, here we go, we have another template right here. And if we click the form sentence button, here we go, a little orange bag, a huge orange bag, huge green chair, a huge orange table, and etc. and etc. We can delete the sentence again, and it's gone. I believe this was all I needed to talk as far as this presentation goes. Just a few seconds to remember if something I forgot to talk about. I believe not. So to sum up, I have added the CRUD operations. Also, I have added the drag and drop functionality to the application. However, I believe that this functionality might be improved in the future. Uh, Also, I would appreciate any feedbacks and any recommendations to improve my writing skills, my uh, business logic analysis, and etc. Thanks for your attention. That was all.